TEW 9. This is it. That's how it looks. I haven't changed anything on it. One thing that I love about the new game is we can see. We have a real life calendar now. We do. Like, for example, here's Ace Austin's. Brand before last was 116 days. Okay. John Moxley held the title for 281 days. But something I look at a lot is records. I want to see if I've broken any. Which I know I broke this record. I know I did. Oh, MJF is the longest singular TNA World Champion in one single title reign. Now combined, it's Ace Austin at 610 days. And the highest number of title defenses was, of course, Josh Alexander at 25, and MJF made it right under at 21. John Moxley, of course, made 17, and Ace Austin has made a staggering 15, even though I don't think that's correct. Because, no, that's not even correct. Because look, he has 10 defenses here. 6 here. Alright. I think they're looking at the most in one reign. Knockouts World Champion is, of course, still Ava Flawless. Our longest champion is Taya Valkyr. Not bad. We haven't even put a dent in it, it looks like. Oh, yeah, we have. Kerry Bristow on 166. And Tony Storm is, of course, our fourth one to break that record. Not bad. Television wise, it's, not enough to be caught an actual record. I'm not gonna do anything today. Just we're going over the new stuff. Tatum Paxton and Heather Hesketh. Let's see. The most TNA tag team title reigns is the Heavy Metal Sisters at 5. Not bad. Now, Alice Crowley has made a staggering 6, actually. Ladies' Night is their longest singular at 219 days. And combined is the Heavy Metal Sisters at 408 days. Now, the worker with the longest combined reigns is Alice Crowley. The Generational Right is the ones who has held the highest number of TNA Knockout Tag Team title defenses, with Noella being the top reigning one. Now, we have a staggering one. At 11. Okay. So wait a second. It did tell? Yes. So in all, it's Ace Austin who takes the win home at a staggering 53. Here is where I think one of our biggest divisions is the tag team division. With Beer Money coming in at number 7. The Wolves at number 2. Proud and Powerful at number 4. And the Von Erichs at number 4. Proud and Powerful at number 3. Now, James Storm has had 9 tag team title reigns. The longest singular title is the North, with Josh Alexander being the longest singular. Beer Money is the longest combined, with James Storm taking it for 925 days. Not bad. Uh, you know what? Let's go to the Rumble. Because the Rumble is something I see as, okay, so the best worker yet has been Edge. Not bad. X Division. Chris Sabin with a whopping 9. Okay. Longest singular is Austin Aries at 301, with Seth Rollins coming in at number 2 at 230. If I'm not mistaken, that's when we had to vacate the title off of Seth. No, he actually was. He was probably gonna ruin Austin Aries' reign the second time. Longest combined is Chris Sabin at 473. Seth Rollins isn't even close. The highest number of TNA X Division title defenses is Christopher Daniels. You know this one. Now, personally, this is one of my favorites because I created this tag team. So the team with the most title reigns is Chris Jericho and Christian, DIY, the Von Erichs, and the main event players. Christian Cage is staggering at number 1. And then the Von Erichs is the longest singular at 197 days. And combined is the Von Erichs as well at 258. And the highest number of TNA title defenses within a single reign is Rated Awesomeness. And Edge takes it. The Miz takes it. Edge. Then we're back. The Grand title. I brought this one back out of retirement. The worker with the most TNA Grand title reigns is Jeff Hardy. His last one was in 2027. Not bad. Okay. Braun Pillman is the longest singular, whereas Tommaso Ciampa is at the bottom of the list at 92. The longest combined is Braun Pillman, also at 297 days. Jeff Hardy is at number 2 at 289, and Dolph Ziggler is at 99 days. Rob Van Dam has the highest number of TNA Grand title defenses within a singular reign. And the top 10 workers with the highest TNA total number of TNA Grand title defenses is RVD at 16. And then Benoit has this title of 4. Joe Hendry is the longest, and he's also the longest combined. David Benoit is, I guess, had short reigns because David Benoit isn't even on the longest. So yeah. How long ago did Ace Austin hold this title? Oh, I did book it. Ace Austin held it, and then AJ Styles did. Not bad. They view this as CM Punk being the best one to ever win it. I guess. I guess that's how they view it. could have swore TNAiMPACT's only won it twice, though. You know what? Maybe she's won the TNA World title 2 times. Which is shocking, actually, if you look at her level of popularity. Because she's not exactly the most popular there at 57. I mean, Mercedes Money is 10 popularity higher. Well, this is one of our greatest workers right here. But he's out due to a shattered knee. Investments. Build physical Hall of Fame. Yes. Build corporate headquarters. Yes. You know what? I don't even have to. Now, make a charitable donation. We can do $1 or we can do 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, 1,000,000, 10,000,000, 100,000,000. Pick which one you like the best. I myself, I would choose the food banks. And then you'll see everybody who got happy about the donation. And this helps their moral issues too. Like for example, see, it erased Mercedes Money's. She's annoyed still though. This is what she's mad at. Yeah. But it's, stuff like this. Like, of course, we won't have our stats. Sorry. But our figurehead will stay as Ace Austin. He's almost about to beat Roman Reigns' title reign. But find somebody who I think Drew and Andrade will be a great pick. Or even Chad Gable. But pick somebody young that can grow. But yeah. So our next figurehead will be. And what will happen is when I promote him to figurehead, he'll be right here. And then we'll find somebody else. That's how it goes. One thing that I'm worried about is I focus so much on Ace Austin, but I don't focus on anybody else. Because I know for right now, Ace Austin can carry the company forever. It seems like. But when you get to thinking about it, you start thinking about stuff like, oh, wait a second, what happened if something happened and he died tomorrow in the game world? You would have to figure out somebody to take his spot. And some of these people just isn't exactly able to take his spot. I mean, Andrade could do the best that he could and probably do pretty good, but like we'd have a tough time. Ace Austin 3 might actually be a great pick for it, but MJF would have to go with my main pick because just like WCW, our wrestler with the most title reigns is AJ Styles and Jeff Hardy, with Andrade being the longest singular and Ace Austin being the longest combined. This seems to be a repeating goal for him. Just like the longest here is Well, Mercedes money is the most held one. Jeremy Hayter's the single longest, and Mercedes money is the longest combined. Now here, we haven't really had a chance to have two or three people. In fact, I don't even think that there's been more than, yeah, see, 329 days isn't bad though. Uh, but like this, everyone has won. Noella Foley is the longest singular, and she's also the longest combined. I forgot to. She even held that. Oh yeah, the tag team championship is kind of the same way, and of course we have AJ Styles holding the New Japan Pro Wrestling World Television title. Another thing I like is you can alter your booking team. Like, you know what? Let's add Bryan Danielson to it. See, everyone's happy. Uh, Kenny Omega, let's add him to it. Nobody's mad. See, we got four now. And that would. What you do is you spend your creative energy for maybe. Say Bryan Danielson would be like, hey, I've got this idea for AJ Styles. You book the idea, and he might get the greatest or he might get the lowest. Randy Orton might say, hey, I got this idea for Jacob Fatu. Well, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, then Jacob Fatu's probably going to fall to the bottom. Maybe Kenny Omega has something for bringing the Young Bucks on. But then, this is something else. The Inner Circle. Of course, I'm adding AJ Styles to this because nobody knows AJ Styles. Knows TNA better than AJ Styles, Samoa Joe, and several like that. Chris Sabin, of course. See, there's, and you can do multiple. Kurt Angle is, of course, our best. So there is a couple people that could be good in this role. In my opinion, I think Kurt Angle is probably going to be the best in this opinion, but I don't want to make it the worst. Huh. You know what? I'll do this because I know Jeff Hardy has trained several people in real life. And then head women's trainer will let Amy Dumas. No, we won't. Huh. You know what? We'll let Bailey do it because she seems like she could do it. I think she may have trained several people. In fact, to be honest, we could actually let Seth Rollins do it because he's trained quite a bit. Chief Enforcers. This is more like Samoa Joe's alley because I remember somebody saying that he did that in AEW. We'll let Jacob Fatu. Oh, you know what? Maybe I'll take him off of that. We'll let Dustin Rhodes. Morale officer. See, this is the hardest one though. She's probably the only person on this that could actually even get it working right. Senior referee, of course, is going to be Charles Robinson. And the stooge, it's basically somebody who sits in the back, away from people, but takes in stuff, kind of like Hulk Hogan did back in the 80s. See, there's a bunch of them. They'll be like, "No, I don't think that's a good idea." This one will probably, yep. See, refused. It's really people who sucks up to the boss a lot. That seems to be the stooge, like John Moxley. See, there's so many people that refuses to do it that you really don't know who you're gonna find to do it. See, so it's one of them top deals. You can do your own divisions now. Like, we'll probably, you know what, Kurt, we'll go to. We'll put John Cena as the legend. See, in the Legends division. Now you can make somebody face in the women's division if need be. Like, for example, here's an idea. Say Heather Reckless doesn't want to work as a female wrestler. She can do it as a she can fight other ones if she wants. Totally up to her. But there's a bunch of new stuff in this game. Like, I'm still not finding medical. Oh, I found it. I've already did the medium. Okay. Not bad. I mean, technically, something that might be cool is to do a double figurehead thing. Where, like, for example, you could do Ace Austin and Seth Rollins. Because there's a bunch of people, and I put this out there a lot. WWE in the Ruthless Aggression era had two figureheads, John Cena and Edge, and I'll explain why. And even in the 80s, they had that. They had Hulk Hogan and Roddy Piper. A good guy face always needs that bad guy heel. So yeah, that's how wrestling works. I mean, and there's this annoying sound too that you can do. It gets annoying when you do it a lot because I've been playing the game like off and on because it's kind of confusing at times. And I'll simulate Tuesday, but I won't play the show. But like this stuff, it doesn't look has changed. See, just a couple days in, and there's already quite a bit of chaos. Soraya retired. She was forced to retire due to an injury. You know what? We'll let her marry out. We'll trade them to her. She on my roster? Or is she on my child roster? But let's see what the best we can get out of this still is. Who is Indy Shepherd? Hmm. He ain't good. He talks like crap, I guess. Nope. This dude ain't good. Nobody knows because I can't see a photo of him. Oh, whoa. Hmm. You know what? That's a hard one to pass up, though. Let's look at all offers. Hank Walker, Avinal. Huh. Carrying Cross. We could do some stuff with Carrying Cross, although his age is a factor. Kiana James. 32. Huh. Doesn't look too bad. Malik Blade. Hmm. Oh no. Tamina. We could, if we could get her on a non-retired role, then probably. But that age is a factor. Yeah, I think our best bet's Chelsea. Because even though her age is a factor, we already got. That's not too big of one. Okay. merchandise. So we've only went a few days, and Ace Austin's drew $259,636. So wow, yeah. And here's the thing: franchise players, we could put Ace Austin and MJF in a rivalry if need be. We could actually get Julia Hart. You know what? I've got an idea. But first, your preferences. Oh, we've always got to get this off. I don't ever keep that on. I usually don't put a pro mode on, or crowd burnout, or repetitive booking, because I try and. Okay, yeah. See? Not so bad. What was it I seen? Oh, I think it's titles. There's a brand new thing over here. Because if. Oh. Oh. Maybe it was. I don't remember. But I think it's titled Belts. And you could, like, choose your. No, maybe not. Anyhow, there's some pretty cool stuff with the new TEW game that the other one didn't have. But there's a lot of stuff that's not even changed. Still, let's try and get Adam Rowland to try and get that sponsor thing going, because we it's a great idea, I think, in my opinion. If he, I'll show you what I mean. And it's something that's been in EWR, so I know that he can do it because he's did it before. But like right here, have a thing that says sponsors, and have like this exact thing right here. Um, choose who you want to sponsor your company, or maybe a company wants to sponsor one of the superstars. Like not long ago, Cody Rhodes was in a Mountain Dew commercial, and Seth Rollins, I think, is the main go-to for C4 Energy. Maybe just WWE itself, but I think Seth Rollins is. But it's stuff like that that really can really. And AJ Styles, of course, got added to the Hall of Fame because he deserves it. Oh, also it tells us how many shows they headline. Like, here's the thing: RVD only headlined 2 big shows. Samoa Joe 1 big show. Headline 2 big shows. Culminated on the main event of 13 big shows. Shelton Benjamin's never been on the main event. He headlined 5 big shows. Headline 6. And, I mean, you can look through. See? And now, if you achieve enough points, you can be in the main event. You know what? They go in. He could probably go in. But this is the biggest thing on how I see it is whether or not we spend our time pushing Ace Austin, we always need a backup plan. So yeah, that's why my backup plan is MJF. And MJF, he's already made a name for himself in TNA. He's already been a 2-time TNA World Champion. One time he was 342, while the other was 51 days. Just like, well, here's an example. Jeff Jarrett. He's been World Heavyweight Champion 6 different times. He actually, even though he was in his reign of terror, he had a backup plan. His backup plan was AJ Styles. My opinion, TNA's Sting and MJF was AJ Styles. Just like WWE's has been Hulk Hogan, Bruno Sammartino, John Cena, Stone Cold. But my biggest thing is we always will need 2 figureheads. One that stays his face and one that stays his heel. But that's going to be it today, guys. Well, YouTube. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share with your friends, your family. The most important of all, though, share with your dog.